All right, guys, that's a wrap on the photo shoot. Here's Miss Jessie. Gotta get her in.
Thank you.
She's a rock star. Hey guys, how we doing? So at the gym today, it's currently Sunday. We've got Monday off tomorrow, and then Tuesday is when we're actually going to do what would be kind of the showtime or peak time. And so in here, just doing a little bit of calves, doing a little bit of abs, just a quick little touch up of legs. Just trying to get legs flush, do everything, stay a little bit active, but not push too much right before we go into show prep. It's been a pretty unbelievable experience. I just got done talking with my coach and just how motivated I am after kind of going through this. I know I've got about another 48 hours until we actually get into it, and I'm really looking forward to being here, taking the photos at the gym, and kind of being able to solidify all the hard work we've done over the last 10 to 12 weeks, kind of coming into this practice prep. But it's just been a really, really good learning experience, and ultimately just a really good opportunity for us to get some data and for us to understand as we start to work through kind of, what would be coined as the off season. But the reality is it's gonna be just a good 6 to 8 months of pushing and working, understanding where our weak points are, what we need to grow, what we need to continue to work on, and basically fine tune and build some things so that when we go into our first show, hopefully the national qualifier in roughly about 6 to 8 months, we put on a really good showing. We've already got some data and some experience under our belt, so we'll know exactly how my body responds, which it's responded very, very well. Coach is really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. I'll tell you, it's been one of the harder things that I've absolutely done. Again, I've ran Ironmans, I've done marathons, I've obviously been to Fallujah, Iraq, all those type of things. But man, going into a prep and the last couple weeks of this prep, I now know what everybody's talking about. And honestly, I would rather run another 5 Ironman than continue to go through this, because the hunger is real, the workouts suck, there's just absolutely no pleasure to anything other than the little glimpses of hope that you get every morning you wake up and you see the little fine tuning and the adjustments in your body. So it's really kind of the only thing that keeps you going. Everything other than that is just basically miserable, other than the process, which I really, really do enjoy extremes. And I do putting myself into very uncomfortable situations. I love uncomfortable situations. I think getting comfortable with being uncomfortable is probably one of the greatest things that you can do for yourself in this life. And that's been probably the only enjoyable aspect of this, because everything else has been an unbelievable grind and really hard. Finally have some carbohydrates back in my body over the last day and a half. So that's really, really helping out. We've depleted my water down. I only have a gallon of water today, and that's been pretty interesting. And then tomorrow I get a half gallon. And then Tuesday, we wake up Tuesday morning. I just get a couple sips during breakfast, which is gonna be 2 pancakes and some other really nice tasty stuff. And then we come in and we start doing some photo shoots and get our day on and kind of get to see the fruits of our labor, do a really good data dump, look at our pros and cons, and start to work towards the next one. All right, here we are, guys, going on a little walk. We are a day before it is mock showtime, or our practice prep kind of peak day. Been through meal number 1, which is our 2 whole eggs, 8 ounces of chicken with 100 grams of carbs through our cream of rice. And then we were on to our second meal, which is 8 ounces ground turkey and 2 cups white rice. Third meal was 8 ounces chicken again, 8 ounces white potatoes, and then another cup of rice. Right now we're gonna get out, just get our legs moving around a little bit. Did a little bit of posing this morning and working around and just kind of getting the blood flowing through. It's been nice getting some carbs back in. The loading is coming in. Yesterday I was definitely still pretty flat, but food last night we had was really, really, really good. All right, what's going on, guys? Back from our walk. We've got meal number 4 of 8 for today in here, and we are about midway through the day, or pre-show day or pre-practice show day, and we're rock and rolling, ready to go. Got to get this food in tomorrow. Super exciting. Get to go to my favorite diner, Mike's Diner, in the morning. Get to have 2 pancakes, a little bit of butter, a bunch of syrup, 5 pieces of bacon, and that is to get in there. I got about half a gallon of water today. My coach is going to be there. We're going to check and see what's going on, see how everything's looking, and just take in a bunch of data from this experience and this practice prep. It's a little crazy to have gone through all this kind of work and everything that everybody leads up to in order to actually get to a show and not actually have a show do that. But honestly, I wouldn't change the experience at all. The stress of the show, the hoping that everything works, I kind of was able to eliminate that aspect and really just focus on the nutrition, the hardships that you kind of go through, the lack of nutrition, the hunger, all that type of stuff that goes on with your body without also having to introduce the show into it. So it might have seemed like work that wasn't needed or work that you shouldn't have done, but honestly, I think it's probably one of the best things that I'll do in this entire experience from a preparation standpoint, because now we have a ton of data. We understand exactly how my body went. I have a really good understanding of how everything went. And now leading up to an actual show, the next time I go into show prep, I'll have so much more knowledge of the experience and know what to expect, and that'll just prepare me so much more for that experience. And that's why, even with business and everything else that you do, it's very, very important to just rip the Band-Aid off and get in there. Even with YouTube and doing this, right? Creating the content. We'll get better at it as we go along. Figure out our strengths, figure out our weaknesses, and adapt and overcome as we go. But don't hesitate, or don't wait till another show, or don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Get in there and just knock it off, even if there isn't any particular end goal. So we'll get this meal done. We'll get back in the gym. Tomorrow's gonna be a great time. Next time I see you, we'll probably be at Mike's Diner when I'm stuffing my face full of goodness. All right, guys, we're here. It's practice show morning. We've got our 5 pieces of bacon. We have our beautiful pancakes with syrup and a little bit of butter, and then 2 eggs to get some fats and a little bit of protein in there. It's been quite a while since we've had anything, so I'm gonna dig in, get a good meal in. And we're gonna rock the show. That's a wrap on the photo shoot. Here's Miss Jessie. Got to get her in.
Thank you.
She's a rock star. She does all of our photography, videography, and marketing for the brewery. Slowly getting her into Iron Breed, and hooked me up personally for this small journey that we're on. So thank you very much, Jess.
You're welcome so much.
All right, guys, there we are. So we're about 3 weeks post mock show day or practice show day prep, and it's been pretty incredible. Again, the experience has been really, really good. Doing a rebound and making sure that I'm not going over the top. Ended up taking a vacation to Antigua for about 5 days after that. kept my meals really good, made sure, breakfast, lunch, stayed on the rails, had a few drinks, enjoyed ourselves, and let loose during dinner, and made sure, we had a good time, kind of got to have a bunch of food that I wasn't able to have. Just really enjoyed myself, kind of reset mentally, and kept it moving along, as we say. So we're 3 weeks out now, or 3 weeks post-prep now, and rebounding very, very well. My weight has stayed really good. Haven't increased too much yet. We're starting to slowly introduce carbs and increasing calories, and I'm looking forward to the next 6 to 8 months where we try to pack on as much muscle tissue as we possibly can, learn from all the things we needed to learn from on the practice prep, and we are in the process of just gaining overall mass and putting more mass to my structure. It was a really fun time, really great photo shoot. As you guys got to see, we got to do some marketing material and kind of show off the physique a little bit and just get a baseline day one starting. Here we go. So appreciate everybody for following along this far. If you could, give it a like, give us a subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Any comments or questions you guys have about this, we would really enjoy getting. Looking forward to answering those. And, to recap on this, I would absolutely recommend this for somebody who's either thinking about doing a physique competition, wants to understand exactly what the process is like, and kind of take a bunch of the other stressors and things that may occur leading up to a show prep and really just getting in there. One of the big takeaways I had was that I always thought I was fairly lean. I could see some abs, my ab plate was sort of good. But man, until about that last 3 to 3.5 weeks, I had no idea what lean meant until I really got into there and really was able to get that stuff off. I can tell now that definitely my metabolism has boosted quite a bit. I'm super insulin sensitive. My body is accepting carbs really, really well. And I know I'm in a very, very good spot to really start adding more muscle tissue and being able to grow and start to go to the next level. So again, thanks everybody for watching. See you on the next one.